The Washington State Economic and Revenue Forecast Council recently released a new revenue forecast for the state. What did it say, and how does it impact the budget process?
Well, basically, the revenue forecast came out about where we expected it back in November. So there's virtually no change. There's about $59 million more in this biennium. We lose some in the next two bienniums, so it ends up being about the same as what we've predicted previously. So what we're expecting is $2 billion more in revenue than we had in the last biennium. Let me say that again. We've got $2 billion more we're expecting to come in this biennium than we had in the last one. And yet the governor seems to think we need $1.2 billion more than that. He wants to spend $3.2 billion more this time than what was spent last time.
How would Governor Jay Inslee's tax increases impact the people in your district and across the state of Washington?
Well, the method that he's planning on using is to take away tax exemptions. And one of the things that people really need to understand about those tax exemptions is if you lower somebody's tax rate, that gives them the opportunity to focus more money towards salaries and to benefits. If you take that money away, then the employer has less money for salaries and benefits. Right now, we are still 58,000 jobs below where we were at the start of the recession. 58,000 people still without a job 5 years later. The last thing we should be doing is making it any more difficult for our employers to hire those folks back. The very best thing that could happen, which is totally unacceptable, would be creating a longer delay in hiring those folks back. The likely scenario is that some of our employers would have to start laying off people they've already hired back. Neither one of those is an acceptable situation. We need to be doing everything we can to get people back to work. If we do that, we're going to see our economy naturally generate more revenue. And it'll be done without any kind of a tax increase, without any kind of a new tax or new rates or applying a tax to somebody that it hasn't been applied to. We don't need to go that route. We just need to get people back to work and let the economy grow us out of any budget problems we have. And quite frankly, our budget problems aren't about a lack of revenue. $2 billion more in this biennium, and the governor says that's not enough. The problem is with spending.